Richmond, it's a NorCal thing. How we like this? We tip bottles for the homies that can't be here with us.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the show. First podcast with a new background. You want to introduce yourself to the people real quick? How you feeling?
My name is Ausse, one of the hottest dancers in the Bay Area. One of the hottest teams in the Bay Area. Team Them. They hate every move. I'm a turf dancer, hip hop dancer, teacher, and I am an entertainer. Yeah.
Okay, so let's start it off right here because one thing that I've always been confused about is how to pronounce your name. So you said say Aussie, so to pronounce it's Aussie like Australian or like?
Well, my name is Ausse On. So, and Ausse On came from my dad used to drive AC transit buses in Oakland, like back in like the 90s. And he used to drive the one down all the way through to from the one to the hundreds. And one of the streets in the east was named Ausse On. And my mom was going to name me something like Malik or some shit. My dad wasn't having that. So he just named me Ausse On. So it's short for Aussie. Everybody call me Aussie. That's my nickname. Family nickname, childhood nickname. You know, friends call me Aussie. It's short. But say is my like own thing. I just put like in the front of it like how YNW Millie got YNW. Like, so say means same as you because I'm just like everybody else. It's a mental thing. If I can do it, everybody else can. It's putting your mind to it, consistency, working hard, and things gonna come.
Right. Okay. And so where exactly were you raised at?
I was raised in Richmond. I was raised in Oakland. I was raised in Hercules, around those areas.
Okay, so you moved around the Bay like during your childhood?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah. And then how did moving around from like city to city just influence your mindset, and like how you view things?
I just got around people. I really was growing up. I was always like a out of the box type of kid. So, and I always wanted people to like necessarily like me for something. So I always was like the entertainer kid, always trying to be all over the place. So the school I was going to at the time, it was kids that kind of didn't mess with what I was doing. So I would start broadcasting it to every other schools. I started going to different schools, like younger, just popping up there, you know, just on some young nigga shit, and just, you know, talking to the bitches and shit, chilling and shit, like with the homies and shit. But I ended up just going from not only my school, I was going to like out of Richmond area. I was going to like Berkeley and shit. I was going to like all the schools in Oakland and shit. And I started getting friends in Oakland and shit. And then going to Pittsburgh and shit, and Antioch and shit. And shit, you'll catch me in Fairfield. You'll catch me in shit, Sacramento. Like, I was just going everywhere. And then at the time, my mom knew that I wasn't up to nothing at the time when I started doing shit, growing up a little bit. She knew that I wasn't really too much just into much shit, but she knew that shit get physical, shit get shaky, you know what I'm saying? So she always had her mind on the swivel when it came down to me, but at the same time, she couldn't tell me what to do. Like, I was gonna go anywhere I was gonna go. So I was everywhere. I made friends everywhere. Being in Oakland for a lot of years, gained a lot of my like friends and a lot of people I connected with. Just so everybody can get a little touch or a little spice of me. Like, if you never met Ausse On or Aussie, whichever one you want to call me, if you never met that person, somebody in that city met me. Like, and then if they say my name, I'm like the only Ausse On you can really think of. So they automatically be like, oh, you know, bruh? Oh, he cool. Like, oh, you know, bruh? Oh, yeah, I don't know about bruh. Bruh seem, they gonna talk, so.
Okay. And then kind of to rewind on what you said earlier, because you were saying that at the school, they didn't like what you were doing?
Hell no.
Like, what, they didn't think it was cool? Like,
Hell no. They didn't understand it. They didn't understand that dance and shit. Like, They didn't understand it unless like somebody like us or Chris Brown or some people do it. Like them, they only mess with it when they did it. You know what I'm saying? But if it was like me growing up in my time, the kids will used to like kind of like try to pick at it, use it as like like ammo to like kind of like gain their own popularity by downing the next person. So they just used that as a crutch growing up. But you know,
Right. Okay. Having hell people trying to get at you for that, what made you just not give a fuck about what they was talking about and just be like, you know what, fuck him? Did you develop that shell or like, yeah, how'd you?
you gotta, well, you gotta keep in mind. I started dancing I was dancing as a kid too. So, I had family support first before anything. So, as long as my family and my family friends was messing with it, it was automatic. Like I already had them, so whatever I wanted to do with it, like it didn't matter what them kids really said about me. Like I was gonna end up doing it regardless. But shit, what they helped me understand is like they don't have to like it. It's other kids or other people that think it's cool in different schools or think it's, you know. So, and that's what I had gained by going around places. So once I seen that I could gain more friends or more people that could mess with me outside of the area I was in, that's what made me like feel like I don't care about, you know,